Vedor and StarDoM. Hopefully Star manages. I don't know who. Oh man, I hope Star doesn't get DQ'd, but at the same time, it is like it is terrible. He's not been able to play his games. But wait, this is an interesting spawn from StarDoM. I didn't. Usually, you see people spawn like basically mirrored, right? You have like you got your pretty like normal spawn down here in between all the mexes. Basically, where Vedor is, not really where Star is. I wouldn't be surprised though, right? Like something like this, if you're spawning basically directly opposite the person you're against, usually the idea is to be a little more aggressive, I think, right? Like try and get some pressure on them directly in their face. He's going core bots, and I'm assuming Vedor's probably going to do the same. It's kind of interesting hearing like Sash's. Oh no, we got core vehicles. Hearing Sash's like opinions. Looks closer to reclaim. Well, Star, if we look at his spawn, like he really doesn't have that much reclaim around him, right? Like look at this. There's like nothing there. Here you get like all these gold crystals. You get the greens. Like there's just reclaim everywhere. There's not that much here. Enough to make an nano? Maybe. Maybe. It's kind of the same for Vedor. Like, he just has all this reclaim. Although it's going to be much harder to, you know, one, secure it with vehicles, and two, secure it when, you know, Star is 2 feet in front of him. But, yeah, he's not even going to Resbot. We're just 2 con into grunt. We're doing the goopy style of just make grunt. Though I am a little... Maybe it's because there's really not that many crystals, but I'm a little surprised that StarDoM has not making any resbots. Wait, what's so terrible about this Vedor? Is it because they're next to each other? Teach me your wisdom. I don't know what's terrible about that. Let's see if he gets the first vehicle con. Well, he's playing defensive, it looks like, with his grunts. He's not going for any aggression. Which, I mean, you kind of need to sometimes. I think depending on what you're against, I feel like you need to be a little more defensive, right? Because if you're against vehicle, like, you can't really chase rovers. You need to, like, be defensive and hold against them and not lose shit. And it's kind of the same if they're, like, arm bots, even though nobody plays arm bots. But, I don't know. I feel like you also want to be doing, like, some sort of pressure, right? Because if they can start getting these incisor numbers up, your grunts are just gonna, well, not really have a whole lot of value. Yeah, so he sees now that he's against core vehicle. He sees there's rovers out. Vedor's tickling some mexes. Oh. Hope. Yeah, he gets one. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Well, Star is not looking to go for any aggression right now. He is just chilling. He's playing defensive with his grunts. He's made a lot of grunts, though. Like, we have how many grunts out right now? 13? 13 grunts. I mean, Vedor's made a decent amount of incisors. And StarDoM's actually double con, triple con expanding behind this, whereas Vedor only has 1 con going, and he's going much harder on the incisors. Interesting. No, he has 2. He has 2 cons going. Interesting. I would have thought if you're in this position, you'd be a little more aggressive. I mean, he's doing it now, but... Oh, this timing is so unfortunate for Vedor. His whole army is leaving as the grunts are coming in. I'm assuming he has no vision of this. He does now, but... Yeah, if he's looking, he's now seeing all the little dots on the radar. Does Star have anything to stop this, though? Like, 2 grunts are not gonna even slow this down. I have a feeling he doesn't even see this. Oh, right. StarDoM doesn't like radar. I see. Radar is advanced tech. This man has 0 vision. You thought I was saving the AV8 lobby? Not a chance. No, it's not a chance. Not a chance. Yeah, I can't imagine he's not fucking making a radar there. I mean, he sees it now, but He sees it now. I mean, that's still a lot of incisors. The grunts are just pulling up over there. They're not actually going for any aggression. He's just trying to defend. I mean, if he can stall until the LLT gets up, he's fine. I mean, and this is still a lot of incisors. He's gonna get the con too, or no, he got the con and he's gonna kill all the grunts. Yeah, this is really rough. It's hard to fight into this amount of grunt. All the grunts died on the right side. We just missed. It looks like Vedor cleaned those up pretty nicely. And now StarDoM just has incisors in the back of his base going directly for his energy. And I don't know. Oh man. He's not really target fire. It doesn't look like he's target firing the incisors at all, so they kind of just spread their fire over all the grunts. Didn't get much of the energy. Like, he got some windmills, but I feel like he needed more than that. Well, I mean, Vedor has not really managed to expand that much behind this. And, you know, his E is actually, like, pretty solidly worse than StarDoM's, funny enough, which is kind of crazy considering he actually did economic damage and killed some of StarDoM's energy.
Hey, Lost, check Discord.
I cannot check Discord.
It's important.
I don't think it's important. I don't trust you.
It's a game that starts with B that you've been waiting for.
Oh my god, you're gonna check Discord. I'm closing my eyes. I don't believe you. Anyway. So, I mean, StarDoM is just gonna res all this. Like, this is actually super dangerous. I feel like Vedor needed to get a little more damage economically than he did with that, because now all of a sudden, you know, StarDoM has much more comfortable energy economy. He's down in mexes, which is definitely something. Like StarDoM's just gonna be able to res all this. He resed windmills. He's gonna be able to res the incisors. Like economically, Vedor's kinda. He metal produced. Like, he's up a bit. I don't know. It's still even. I don't think he got as much done as he needed to, but it's still pretty even. It's still tank player versus a bot player, and, you know, incisors are pretty good into grunts as long as you don't take terrible trades.
Why are you treating...
Look, I'm gonna leave Discord for a bit, though, while I'm doing this, though, boys. You're being abandoned.
What?
You're being abandoned. Goodbye. Look, I have to abandon them. I have to. No choice. No choice. As I could tell whether the conversation it was gonna stop. It was gonna turn into things. Bots plus vehicles really good. Yeah. You never want to be the solo bot player versus the solo bot player versus a guy on vehicles when you know that you've got grunts and they've got incisors. You don't want to be that guy. Oh, he's gonna get this con for sure. That is kind of rough. He needs these expanding cons. The dual exploiters should clean that up, but yeah, StarDoM is just expanding hard behind this. He's retaken all the mexes he's lost nearly. The excuses are already coming out. Unfortunate. That being said, it does, you know, it is actually very true. It is a little rough, just kind of going into this cold. But, you know, it is a little rough. But, I mean, he's... Oh, man, he could lose his back mexes here. He's got the incisor. Honestly, StarDoM's chilling. I thought for sure... that, like how much damage Vedor was going to get. I thought for sure that was going to do more. But it does not look like he's going to get there. Like, this is a huge army from StarDoM. I mean, it's mostly grunts and some res incisors, but... Oh, we got the Forbidden Pounders. The best unit. So Vedor's kind of struggling to spend his metal. Like, he's got a good amount of energy now. He really needs to scale BP and spend his metal. He's banking quite a lot. Or his star is spending everything. He's spending all his energy, spending all his metal. Mostly. Yeah, Vedor is up income-wise. Yeah, he's still in a pretty comfortable position. He's gonna get pressured pretty hard by this, I imagine. And StarDoM's calm is like right outside his front door. And this is a lot of units. I mean, that being said, it's driving into pounder medium. Yeah, StarDoM. There's no way. If StarDoM drove into that, this whole army just died. He's not gonna do that. Oh no, not like this, Vedor. You know, Vedor's calm is a little isolated here. It's a little dangerous. Not that Star sees it, of course, but I mean, it's a little dangerous. You know? He's defending this pretty decently and continuing to expand behind it. StarDoM's now sucking up all the crystals. He has Shuris coming out now. Yeah, the Shuris here could actually be a pretty big part of this. Oh, Vedor just moved his whole army, and StarDoM is jumping in. This man's gonna get every mech he can. Oh man. The Shuris, once he reveals them, and he actually might, I don't know, does Vedor have vision? Oh, he has vision now for sure. Oh, this is kind of a surprise. Yeah, there you go. I was surprised he was stopping to EMP that, but yeah, this is very dangerous for Vedor. He has no counter out at all for these Shuris. Like, he's making a few lashers now, but he already lost like half his medium tanks and pounders. That is kind of painful for him. He really needs these units to offset how much Star has, and well, he's kind of just bleeding them. The Shuris are gonna get shut down now, but they've kind of already done their damage. Like, so much of his. Oh well, okay. That Star kind of. I don't know if it was an APM stall, but he kind of lined up, clumped up, and stomped in front of a bunch of medium tanks, and the AOE was real. Now, admittedly, he did kill a lot. He killed a lot of army, killed a lot of mexes, but he did leave a substantial amount of metal directly on Vedor's front door, and he's already making a bot lab to potentially just res all of these units. But yeah. Oh, StarDoM's he's coming up to try and eat it, to be a little sneaky cheeky with this. I don't know. Yeah, Vedor does not look like he's gonna let him do that. Or no way. I mean, this lasher should AFK kill it. Yeah, no. There's no world this is gonna happen. There's no world. He's getting some of it. Metal produced, they're even now. Like, Vedor's lost a lot of his mexes. This bot lab is taking an hour to finish. This is unfortunate. And here comes the follow-up. Yeah, four bombers just going in. I'm assuming he's just he's just targeting the energy. And I mean, resing all these units is gonna be much harder if you don't have the energy to do so. Oh no. Wow, that is unfortunate timing. Well, the LT gets up, but I would be super. Oh, actually, maybe a little bit of Mice Micro from StarDoM. Well, I mean, he's gonna get the con now, but the LT at least lives. At least there's that. Oh no. No, he didn't make any ground A in his base, and those bombers are gonna come in and just, yep, just delete his energy. There is just no answer to these for. Well, we got AA now, but that is a decent amount of his energy just deleted. Yeah, and he's gonna fly around sniping mexes now. Well, that is an unfortunate targeting, but I mean, there's just no counter to these. Usually in this situation, I think, like, if your energy's a little healthier, people tend to swap, like, Airlab instead of, you know, anything like this, just so you have a mobile AA so they can't just sit around sniping mexes, sniping, you know, little isolated wind farms. Now, you know, Vedor is going for his own big push, but, like, Star's economy is pretty healthy. And he has many units of his own to maybe counter this. Vedor is up in army value, but that is a lot of pounders. Oh my god. This man. If he can get there, this man's got some, he's got some actual power behind it, but those bombers are just now getting shut down, by the way. I'm watching them on the minimap. They are literally just getting kind of crazy amount of value. Look how many mexes died to this. All this wind died. They're still going. That's so unfortunate. I he needs this push to basically kill StarDoM, because those bombers just did a lot, and there's a push in the north coming in to finish him off. He needs to be careful not to let his mediums get too far ahead of his pounders and his AA. Like he has a good unit composition here if he can get a good fight, but yeah, he's kind of dealing with this push. He's dealing with this. There's a lot going on for LordVedor at the moment. Not a scammer, Layla. We're doing it today. I promise. It's happening. Well, I mean, the Shuris are not going to get that much value, but the army value is pretty substantially, I don't think, in Vedor's. God, these pounder hits are absurd. All of the grunts just got vaporized. But, like, all of Vedor's army is kind of, well, gone. I mean, it's not gone, but... No, it's gone. Never mind. It is just gone. A lot of his army is just gone. That was, like, almost best-case scenario for those pounders, but there's just not enough. Like, he did not do nearly enough damage, and he has medium tanks in his base. The combat res bots are trying to stop the bleeding, but this does not seem like this bleeding is going to stop. Oh, he's gonna get the lab too. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. His pounders did. The grunts, they got a little bit of pounder friendly fire, you know, they're just spraying and praying. They blew their load on the grunts, but unfortunately they were splash. You know what? It's a little rough. Shouldn't have played immediately. Look, that's fair. That happens. Yeah, better. Like, honestly, it was actually pretty close-ish. Like, it was kind of bouncing back and forth. You ever regret saying things out? This is a crazy map. Like I've seen a few games on this map. I don't think a single one has been normal. I don't think a single one on this map has been normal. Which, I mean, I don't dislike. It's an interesting map. I don't know what tool that is, Randy. Nobody's told me about that. You know, it's it sounds useful. It sounds useful. I'll do it eventually. I promise. It's gonna happen. I don't, it's not even hard. I don't know why. Look, the thing is, neither of these replays had a date on them, so I don't know which one is which. Okay, like I don't know which one is game 1, which one is game 2. It was a whole thing. Okay, you're not wrong. I'll do it. I promise. It'll happen. Anyway, Vedor is doing a 1-max open, and I'm assuming, yeah, Star's doing the same. No, he's doing a 2-max open. Never mind. He walked for the 2nd max. Oh, that one. Yeah. I've heard something about the debug launcher. I can't remember who told me about it. You'll put it in my Discord for later? Yeah, you should put it in Bar Talk underneath Wombats. There you go. This map sucks. It's a weird map. I'll be totally honest. It is a very strange map. But it's kind of, I don't know, I kind of like unique maps. Killed Layla's love for Bar. How did I kill her love for Bar? What? That's not my fault. You got tac nuke rushed? What do you mean you got tac nuke rushed, Austin? What does that even mean? Like, how do you rush a tac nuke? Oh my god. Although that is funny, I won't lie. Well, it looks like so Vedor is going for some early aggression. 4 grunts, no con. StarDoM with his Resbot 2 con, no fear opening. But yeah, Vedor's just gonna walk and expand to the 3 maxes. I wonder if he's gonna go past this. After 4 tier 2 maxes, they rushed the tac nuke. How the fuck did they even afford that, man? That's crazy. Tac nukes are so expensive. I mean, I guess you can do it, but like, damn. Well, now I want to see the range of a tac nuke on this map. I bet it's wild. Well, it looks like Star, despite having a little bit greedier economic opening, has like basically the same amount of units. Although he was spread out and did lose one of his opening grunts, but honestly, this just tells me that greed never gets punished, boys. Always greed. Look, it's fine, Layla. Your replay will get done anyway. All right. I'm just doing it so it won't get it won't I won't be called a scammer. Okay, it'll be done. It's gonna happen. Oh, so Vedor is going much harder on the units than StarDoM is, which, I mean, if he can get value, it's maybe worth it. At the moment, he doesn't seem to be getting... What are these grunts doing? It doesn't count if I'm definitely... No. If you're not here, Layla, that's on you, okay? That is on you. Vedor's lab is totally idle right now, which I'm assuming is unfortunately not what he wanted. Yeah, there you go. That's the depression. Oh shit, my lab's idle. 200 grunts, which, my god, no cons. We're just raw dogging 200 grunts. Okay, this is a bar channel. Sometimes. Like he's killing mexes here and there, but like StarDoM's kind of just expanding quicker behind this. And he has resbots out, slurping up metal, slurping up trees, like he's not really doing enough damage to warrant his lack of expansion. He does have a con turret, which StarDoM does not have a con turret, and doesn't have his 2.5 max, so actually, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, he's down a lot of metal. Are these shit trees? I believe, because these aren't weird looking, these are the good trees. Except for these might be bad trees. Shit, I don't know. I can't remember. You know what? I don't know. There's no way to tell. I think these are the good trees, but I could very much so be wrong. Well, StarDoM's trying to get his own little counterattack going. He did snipe the expanding con, Vedor sniped the expanding con of StarDoM, which is definitely something at least. Well, whether or not he should be able to defend this. His own expanding con is just naked expanding, which it does look like Star might run into and murder. It depends if that LLT gets up in time, which it probably should. I hear shooting. There's little isolated grunts trying to find somewhere to get aggression. I'm surprised he's not rezzing this. I mean, he has forced StarDoM back. He's retaking his maxes. He's calm expanding, which StarDoM is basically just role-playing a construction turret and base. He is recognizing that this is happening. The LT is up on the back 3 mexes, and, you know, if he can get these 3, all of them 2.5s, that is a very nice cluster of mexes to have. Army value, you know, StarDoM's up a little bit. You know, not that much. I mean, at this point of the game, it's actually like a decent amount of grunts, but... Oh man, that's actually a scary kind of army. Never mind. I'm underestimating exactly how many. That's a lot of grunts. That's double the amount of grunts. Vedor needs to be really careful here. Oh man, I don't know if he sees this. I think he's looking back here. He saved the con, but so was StarDoM. Now my intention is to swap between bar and other stuff. Probably starting next week, I think. Probably. Well, he's lost 1 max so far, so this isn't even that bad. Like, that's still a lot of grunts. He has access to res bots. He can just res all this. But that is still a lot of grunts in his backline. He's trying to get some damage done with his own little harassing grunts, but like StarDoM's making LLTs everywhere. He's double con expanding. These grunts do not give a fuck and will just run that LLT over. 1v1? I don't know. I haven't decided. 8v8 does still look like torture, I'll be totally honest to you, but... Oh, this con is just dead. I think all of this expansion is just dead. He's not gonna be able to save this in time. Yeah. Those grunts are just gonna run through, kill the max, the LLT, and then get the con. And I mean, the whole army's gonna get cleaned up. I mean, technically Vedor could res it, but it's a little rough losing that expanding con. They are basically neck and neck on metal income and energy. Actually, this is still basically a totally neck and neck, even game. And the exploiter is going to get denied here, which is pretty big, and killing the expanding con is pretty big. And honestly, he probably could just keep running all the way through, like re-kill this expansion. Pressure here, like he's got good value, basically everywhere with his grunts. StarDoM has swapped, made a few thugs too. It looks like just pressure towers, probably pressure Vedor's commander. He's still like the double con expand down here is making a lot of LLTs with it, so he's actually getting a lot of his expansions up and safe, I guess. An exploiter and an LLT. This man does not want to lose mexes, and honestly, this is a pretty easy choke to cut off. You have 4 grunts running here. The LLT is going to get up in time, so it does seem unlikely that they'll get more than maybe a mex or 2. Maybe with good targeting, he could get the con, but ooh. It kind of looks like, yeah, he had a misrally there. Selecting all of his grunts. Oh, with good targeting, he could get the con. Maybe not, actually. That moved well enough from StarDoM. Big grunt blob going to the north. Looks like it probably will get the expanding cons. Oh man, it could get 3 cons here. That is very painful. He's reacting to it, but not quick enough. I'm gonna assume. Yeah, there's just no easy vision of it. Vedor's comm is getting pressured by these thugs while this is happening too. Lost 1 constructor. It looks like he's gonna lose the second one. Yeah, he's gonna lose the second one. Oh man. And there's gonna be grunts in the back of his base. And all of his res bots. This is terrible. He's losing actually a lot here. Oh, the res bots are gonna go die to the north grunts. His energy's gonna die to these grunts. Oh no. All the res bots just died. Half of his energy probably just died. That is a bit of a disaster, and these grunts are still going. They're gonna get all the mexes on the right side. That's so terrible. That might be too much damage done to him. You kind of cannot afford. I mean, I guess on a map like this with tree reclaim, you can. It's not as disastrous if you lose your energy, like, but it's pretty bad. Oh man, and the grunts, being the sneaky little shits that they are coming back for round 2. They're gonna get another con and probably get more energy. This is pretty big damage. I'm kind of surprised he stopped the grunts there to shoot instead of like set target and moving. Well, the exploiter will shut down the harassment here after it kills some more mexes, and it looks like these grunts are gonna die before getting any more damage. But I mean, I feel like already enough damage has been done. Like, StarDoM, all of his expansions are up and getting secured. He's pressuring Vedor in the front. Like, Vedor has nothing in the back. He has no back mexes whatsoever. That is terrible. He's at half energy. That's gonna be a hard hill to climb back up for poor Vedor, because we definitely have not had this set spoiled. We have no idea who's gonna win here. It could be anyone. Could be anyone. Yeah, he's rezzing all of this, but I don't know if there's enough res in the world to offset how behind he is. He's actually up in army value. He has a lot of army. If he could get some counter damage, like there's a prayer. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe he just doesn't think he can get there, but I'm surprised he isn't directly pressuring the base, as there's really not that much covering StarDoM's main base. There's 1 LLT, I guess this is where his production is, but StarDoM has a lot of thugs in front of. Oh man, yeah, Vedor kind of just doesn't have an answer for these thugs. He has his own coming, but he's sniping some of the mexes, sniping maybe a res bot. He's got his own thugs coming up to counter these, but with the res bots, StarDoM's comm, it's gonna be kind of hard to fight this without his own, you know, resers and comm probably. Especially losing that energy, the wind dying, like it's These solars are actually really necessary for Vedor. He needs these solars, and they are very quickly dying. Those grunts managed to clean up that LLT on the left side and are going to keep going, but they should get cleaned up by the exploiters and the LLT in the corner. StarDoM does have one grunt running around in Vedor's backline, but... Well, now the thugs are on the hill. There's no hill advantage for either side, but StarDoM just has more thugs. More thugs, he has a resbot, he has a commander. This is... Like, Vedor just can't fight this. And if he gets pushed off the hill, he's going to have to deal with StarDoM's range advantage. Like, it's... This is not where he wants to be. There's just a lot going on here. He's actually expanded to this corner. This is going to be a Khan versus Khan battle in the corner. He actually managed to snipe... Vedor managed to snipe another mechs in the south from Tsar. He actually lost some amount of his mechs. They're actually even in metal income. Metal produced, we won't look at, but metal income, they're actually even. This fight is kind of the game-deciding fight, and Vedor is solidly losing. He is solidly losing. He's going to lose all of his res bots. That's terrible. He needed those res bots to have any chance here. Or he needs to kill StarDoM's res bots. There's kind of just no other solution. He can't afford to have StarDoM being able to remake all of these units, and he can't. Oh, now it's the hill. The hill thug advantage is kind of real for Star. Oh, is he going for a Comwalk? I don't know if he has enough thug. He definitely does not have enough thugs here. Oh, rest in peace, Vedor. Yeah, that just kind of snowballed out of control. Hard fight to fight Star in that spot. That's rough. He just kind of couldn't keep his expansions alive. Like, they were very even through most of the game, funny enough. Energy produced, metal produced, like they're decently metal. He used more metal. I don't know. That's funny. Damage done. Yeah. Damage dealt. Damage dealt. They're basically even. I don't know, man. Like, they're basically even. It's just he couldn't keep his expansions alive. But then that trade in middle, StarDoM having res bots and his comm there, better not. Like, his thugs just traded worse, and he couldn't replace them as easily. And that's how it goes.